Hello, church. I am speaking to you today from the pastoral bunker of First United Methodist, hidden away in a secret location just off of Fish Pond Road behind the Popeye's Chicken. I thought this would be a great location to talk to you about a word that I have been hearing thrown around a lot recently regarding this pandemic. And that word is apocalypse. No, not that guy. Apocalypse. Well, no, that's not it at all. Apocalypse. Yes, that's it. Well, no, that's not actually it. It is what we envision, though, when we hear the word apocalypse. Let's count how many times I say the word apocalypse in this video. That word conjures up images of destruction and death and a worldwide cataclysm that ends all things. Even the Oxford English Dictionary describes an apocalypse as the complete, final destruction of the world as described in the biblical book of Revelation. Now, while those images can make for some good and not so good movies and books and TV shows, that's not the original meaning of the word. Apocalypse comes from the Greek apocalypsis, which means revelation. It's right there in the OED's definition, and they missed it. It means to uncover and reveal. The book of Revelation is part of a type of writing called apocalyptic literature. And in those kinds of writings, God reveals to a prophet to tell to the people some kind of truth that the people are meant to act upon. And while apocalyptic literature often has images of destruction and judgment, its main purpose is to call people to act upon what God has revealed through the prophets so that they and the whole world could be brought closer to God. So, is this pandemic an apocalypse? Yes. No, not that kind. Although it is easy to see why some folks can think that, given the isolation and the fear and the upheaval to life as we know it, and the news of over 300,000 people dead across the world and 83,000 in our own country. This pandemic is not a sign of the end times. But it is apocalyptic in that it has revealed to us a lot about who we are and how much we need God. It has confronted us with the truth of how frail our lives really are and how little control we actually have. It has uncovered our selfishness, our ignorance, our arrogance, our sinfulness. It has also uncovered our compassion, our kindness, our generosity. It has revealed so much about who we are as people created in the image of God and how much we reflect God to one another and how much we don't. What has this time revealed to you about you? And what are you going to do about it? Because like all good apocalyptic messages, they are not meant to terrify us. They are meant to call our attention to some greater truth in order that we might act upon it so that we can draw ourselves and others closer to God. Jesus tells us in Matthew 24 that no one knows, not even him, about the day or the hour when the end will come. But what he does instruct us to do is to keep watch and be ready. He doesn't say this to scare his disciples, but to encourage them to remain faithful to him, to keep following him, even when things seem apocalyptic, so that we can do what we are always meant to do with these messages, and that is bring ourselves and others closer to God by acting upon what is uncovered in faith. How will you do that with what God has revealed to you in these times? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, God bless, stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. That word brings about images of destruction and death and a global that word brings about visions of destruction and death and a global cataclysm and a global cataclysm. That word. That word brings about visions of destruction and death and a worldwide cataclysm that ends all things.